Kitten who walked alone. Once upon a time, in a vast and golden savannah, there lived a lion couple named Leo and Lila. They were kind, strong, and deeply in love, but their hearts ached with sadness. For many seasons, they tried to have a cub of their own, but no matter how much they wished and waited, no cub came. One day, they visited an adoption center deep in the jungle, run by a gentle tiger named Taro. Taro greeted them warmly but with heavy eyes. "We have a baby kitten," he said softly. "Her name is Mina. She lost her parents in a terrible storm. Ever since then, she hasn't eaten or drunk water, or even played or slept properly. No matter how kindly I tried to beg or comforted her, she stays silent." Lila's heart broke as she heard the story. "Maybe," she whispered, "maybe what she needs is a family." So they brought Mina home. They renamed her Sunny, hoping to bring light into a dark little world. But Mina didn't like that name. Her real parents had given her her name. And even though they were gone, the name was one of the last pieces of them she had left. She hated when anyone tried to change it. Leo and Lila's den was beautiful, spacious, space, and warm. Any cub would have called it a dream, but not Mina. She just looked around quietly, holding her little bag and saying not a thing. Leo smiled, expecting her to gasp and say, "Your den is so big!" But Mina didn't say anything. Lila tilted her head, confused. "Other cubs who are adopted love their new homes. Why doesn't she?" Just like Taro said, Mina never ate, never drank, never played, and never slept. Leah and Lila tried everything: gentle words, lullabies, games, even just sitting near her in silence. Nothing worked. They begged and pleaded again and again, hoping she would one day smile or say, "I'm okay." Seasons passed. One day, to Leo and Lila's surprise and joy, they finally had a cub on their own, a little lion named Milo. Milo was cheerful, full of life, and loved to play. One sunny afternoon, he walked up to Mina with a happy grin and asked, "Do you want to play with me?" Mina didn't answer. She turned away and walked off. That night, Milo asked his parents, "Why doesn't she like me?" Leo and Lila explained gently, "She's adopted, and she's still hurting." Milo looked at the stars in silence. He didn't understand, but he didn't ask again. That same night, Mina lay in her soft bed, eyes wide open. She had her own room, her own toys, her own warm blanket, but she felt cold and alone. She quietly got up, packed her little things, and placed a pillow under the blanket. It looked like she was still there. But without a sound, she crept out of the den and walked into the darkness, never to return. She wandered the lands alone, searching. Once in a while, she found kind animals who offered her a home: a bear, a deer, a pair of old elephants. But they all did the same thing: smiled kindly, gave her a new name, made her a lovely place to sleep, and begged her to be happy. She left each one quietly, just as she had before. Because in her heart, Mina believed in something no one else did. No one could fix what was broken inside her. She didn't want new names, new rooms, or new toys. She didn't want begging or pity or pretend happiness. All she had left was herself, nothing else. And so the kitten who once had a family walked alone the world. Not because no one wanted her, but because the ones she wanted were already gone. The end.